Halong Bay features some of Vietnam's most impressive nature with nearly 2,000 green islands scattered around the blue ocean. Many tours are offered, taking you directly from your hotel in Hanoi to the bay. In this video, we'll be checking out a 6-hour tour starting in the city, with a boat trip around Halong Bay, reviewing the boat, food, service, and all the attractions. The tour we chose for today is the 6-hour tour around Halong Bay with Hercules Cruise. This was offered in the hotel and was very easy to book. The tour includes pickup in the city with the 3-hour ride to the port, 6-hour boat tour around Halong Bay with multiple activities, and the ride back. We'll be visiting the popular Titop Island, take a bamboo boat between the islands, and explore the Dripstone Cave. Let's go! The bus for the tour drives around the city and picks everyone up near their hotels. Our pickup was scheduled for 8 a.m. and the bus arrived on time. Of course, it takes time to get around the city with a large bus and collect everyone. On the other hand, this is like an included sightseeing tour of the city itself, so it's not too bad. After an entire hour of driving around, at around 9 a.m., we finally left the city and made our way onto some wider roads. Right around here, the tour guide started explaining the tour and made some jokes.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, we just finished our tour. Time to say goodbye. At the normal day, we will come about 5,000 people. What you visit Halong Bay in one day?
At around 10 a.m., we arrived at the stop, a gift shop with a cafe offering some food and drinks. We all received this basic ID strap to wear for easier recognition. After having a smoothie, it's time to hop back onto our bus with a little over an hour driving time left. At 11:30, the bus arrived at the Chau harbor, the port for the boats. The tour guide told us to wait while the tickets were organized. Everyone split up a little here, but eventually we got picked up by a new guide who would be taking us to our boat. We were welcomed onto the boat and they assigned tables for everyone to sit at. The boat seems well kept and really clean. Shortly after, we already started leaving the harbor. Another tour guide explained how exactly everything will go.
Yeah, welcome to the boat. Welcome to Hercules Cruise. Yeah, so you can do hiking from the bottom to the top. It will be around 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Yeah.
With the stunning views already beginning, the lunch buffet opened. It offered a good selection of general food as well as some Asian dishes. Along with fruits and some small cake slices. I ended up trying a little bit of everything. The food was actually quite great, except for a cake slice which tasted a bit off. Then we passed by the iconic Kissing Rocks, 2 limestone rocks facing each other shaped like a hen and rooster. After enjoying some stunning views of the archipelago, we soon arrived at our first stop, Titop Island. The island was named this way in 1962, honoring Soviet astronaut German Titov. There are 2 things you can do here: either climb around 400 steps to reach the peak and enjoy the view, or spend some time swimming in a small beach area. Time is limited here to only 45 minutes, so it's smart to plan your activities beforehand. There's a small shop area offering souvenirs and drinks next to a statue. Here we have the beach for swimming. but I chose to go to the top of the mountain. Again, these are around 400 steps, which is quite exhausting on a sunny day like this. This was genuinely one of the hottest days I've ever experienced. Speaking of weather, it seems like we got really lucky here. Infamously, weather in Halong Bay is quite unpredictable, often bringing sudden rainstorms. This day was more than 30 degrees Celsius, certainly feeling way hotter in the sun though. These stairs are of course really crowded, making the way up and down even slower. Well, finally made it to the top. The view from here is absolutely amazing. If you're enjoying this trip and would like to support the channel, a quick like on the video and subscribe would mean a lot. Thank you. Let's go back down again. Back at the bottom to the right, we have another great viewing area and some nice decoration. The 45 minutes are now over, so it's time to head back to the boat. This was the best feeling, finally back inside the cooled boat after so long in the midday sun. At this point, you have a choice of 3 activities at the next location. You can decide between bamboo boat, kayaking, or speedboat. The speedboat takes you further out to the open sea, but does cost extra. It's advised to bring a hat or cap, as all of this will take place in the sun. Worth mentioning, you can also just stay on the main boat and take a break if you want to. You'll receive a ticket granting access to the activity you chose. I decided to go with the bamboo boat, probably the most calm out of the 3, which is good in hot weather like this. Time to put on a life vest and carefully get onto the small raft. They mentioned that if you lose your phone in the water, it will not be retrieved, so to be safe, you shouldn't really bring any devices. But of course, everyone still does so. Who would want to miss taking photos of this awesome experience? The rower slowly takes the raft around in the small ocean area. Then, through a small cave pass-through, into a quiet bay surrounded by the island. This is just wonderful to look at. Rocky cliffs, green nature, and splashing water that's sparkling in the sunlight. Back through the cave. And to the dock. The main boat stays here for a while, giving us some time to explore the other decks. There are stairs leading up on both sides. The middle deck has another dining area, but most importantly, a small pool. That's just so cool to see on a relatively small boat like this. Let's take these spiral stairs onto the top deck. Here there's a large sitting area and some sunbeds. Definitely a nice area up here, offering even better views. Now the boat is backing out of the dock, heading to our final stop, Sing Sot Cave. The cave was discovered in 1901 by French explorers, which led to its name, Grotte Surprise, or Surprising Cave. The cave is now famous for its massive limestone formations. There are over 100 steps leading up to the cave entrance. Here we can again see how crowded the place is, which does not make the experience very enjoyable. The walk through the cave goes as expected, getting pushed along by all the other tourists, while the tour guide gives some information about the history. The cave is naturally very humid with minimal airflow, so just like everyone else, I had my portable fan on full speed. After 30 minutes in the cave, I must say I was happy to see the daylight and climb the last steps leading out. Some more great views from up here. Now back to the boat, which moved to a slightly different spot along the stone walkway. We soon set sail back to the original harbor, and they started happy hour drink offers. I chose this coconut fruit drink, which was pretty good. And a set of snacks arrived for every table. While exploring the boat again, I also came across the engine room. Around this time, it's recommended to go to the upper decks and enjoy the sunset. Which really looks nice above the islands. Soon the boat arrived at the harbor. Time to say goodbye and walk back to the bus area. Now everyone has to find their bus, heading back to the city.
Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Tired or good?
A calm drive through the darkness of the night, nothing much to see. There's one more stop, just 5 minutes though. The bus drove around, dropping everyone off again. We arrived at our stop just before 9 p.m, so the tour was almost 13 hours in total. It's time for my conclusion. I think the tour is a good choice. Yes, the area is packed with tourists, but I think it's worth a visit. I liked all the attractions, but the cave was definitely the least interesting for me. Personally, I think these 6-hour trips are the best. You see most of the bay. And the majority of offerings with an overnight stay on a ship consistently get bad reviews. Comment below what your favorite thing in Halong Bay is. I hope you enjoyed this awesome trip today. If you did, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching, have a great day, and see you in the next one.